onto Cuckoo.
And you see how he prioritized the 2 points in shackles. Only, like I said, there's
Onto Cuckoo. Has to push him with maybe. Charges heading the way of the Lesh.
They've got river wards though. They see that coming so early on. They're easily able to back off.
There's a lot of focus on Gabby to get as much as he can here. Being left in this 1v1 again.
Xnova is starting to do what Xnova does best.
Away with being able to stand up here, soak up the solo XP and find his
I don't knew that was there. He walked in. F5 TP'd in, but they were for 3 heroes to immediately jump. Reduction. Still, the Lash was very squishy.
Yeah, very important kills to knock sort of maybe off his game. He had such a strong start in the lane.
A smoke under that Xnova play, so LGD that should see strong level on the T2. Onto the.
It's going to be the. If they can in time, immediately comes the channels. He's got to throw the rapid TNC with them and have to immediately back trade away out there. Lose one. He's got to throw the rapid. See if the.
A decision if they get a good fight.
TNC's coming in to try and slow them down. Gabby, as you mentioned, newfound Vanguard feeling confident to sort of just stand his ground and push PSG LGD away from these tier 2 tower pushes, especially when it's the 5 of them. This has been a lot of time where it's been the full 5-man of PSG LGD down here. and they don't have a lot to say for it.
It's very important what Gabby does there. This is what we're saying. He needs to be the one to park himself in front of objectives. If he doesn't make it down there quick enough, they could take that tier 2 and continue to try to threaten more and force more reaction. So Gabby, a lot of pressure on him in this early game, just to be able to keep his team in the game at least, just not losing too much map control. Gabby, a lot of pressure on him in this early game, just to be able to keep his team. A bit of farm downtime here we have.
It's only benefiting TNC though, as you say. The gap being closed. The gap being closed. Did sort of fall back a little bit after those 2 deaths.
He always has this nice potential. He goes back to base, heals, and comes back to the fight immediately to build up the bounties.
Charge and Tim's gonna commit with the ult. He is on his own. The moment the reps out. In fact, TNC's own Gabby starting to poke Alice, but knows the Chalice. He's got a lot of teammates behind him. Both maybe down here as no. Gabby, and he knows it's very hard for them to sort of threaten the Bristleback. He's definitely feeling pretty invincible at this time. And actually, just walks to the lane.
He got both those off.
Did he get out?
Oh, he cannot.
It was an interesting attempt to. Well, I mean, hey, Serpentward's baited.
He looks like he's trying to pressure and make something happen. Ame, maybe another. Like, if Ame goes another wave, then he could go for that. I mean, keep it up here very early on, over a bit to set up for that, just to protect Ame, because they know the timing's coming. Ame's like, please don't want him by bro. Please, please, team.
There from him. It's a good fit, but it doesn't matter. The Iron Shell AoE. Cuckoo gets the double, and LGD's game is slowed down massively, and TNC, they're making the most of it. 2 core kills back to back. Straight away, back towards top, charge onto FY. FY will manage to turn. Get the Hex out, but Tim's, he's got to force FY out of this lane, back in the dire jungle as well. He's starting to play around with X-Nova's army of animals.
I was mentioning how LGD, they could be hitting a big time with that Radiance here, but TNC, they're about to let farm out, so same similar thing. LGD has to be aware and be prepared for that Roche, because TNC, like we said, they can set up pretty easily. They have Goo, they have Melt, they have Deso very soon. Could easily look to set up for it too.
And TNC regaining very nice control of the...
Yeah, the back is just... I mean, sure does a crazy amount of damage. He has the Dax build up. He has plus 216 at some point. But it helps and shelled and have the backup.
Charge in straight away. I mean, a lot of the time, sure, they're a disable from FY and they have got the fear for the lone druid, but as you say, with that sort of speed and tank ability, Gabby can just charge through it all. Running in as the Bristle, then the backup from Tim can literally.
LGD does have this creep that they can just fucking to be able to keep tabs on. This is gonna start happening, and it immediately does.
He's going for it.
They have to be very ready for this, just in case TNC does actually commit forward for it. So force the reaction, you immediately see all of PSG LGD walking over.
It's a dangerous area. Armel, you could see, being smart. Heads in, head straight back out. He knows that he's going to sort of force response from PSG LGD. The question is if TNC want to try and take this fight.
Still one kick from Radiance on PSG LGD.
Gabby.
They know this.
Start poking, starting to force some spell. The shackle as well. Take it out, maybe. LGD's lost 2 cores. Armel searched up by Cuckoo. He's ready to try and dive for more. Another trap slow out onto Chalice. Chalice, he's up onto the high ground. Does Armel want to continue diving? Tim's in start in.
It's too far.
Boy, he wanted to. He wanted to, but there was FY by his side. Chalice. The dive would have been cancelled by Hex or a Shackle, but still, big plays for TNC. A lot was shown on Gabby. Sure, they kill off the Bristle, but it leaves the fight open for the rest of TNC to get on top of both Arme and Maybe.
Yeah, Maybe he was down to what, 200 HP after they bring him down just from the quills, just constantly proccing, almost dies. After the Spirit Breaker, I mean, Tim just walks in with Bulldogs and they control him. Like, he texts, shackled. It doesn't matter, they'll take for action and get the rush.
So then a 2 for 1.
Such a fast pace.
Space is there. TNC now with a 4K lead. And it just seems a little weird. LGD, they had this early advantage, but they just slowed down themselves, and TNC left with no hesitation to strike the objectives.
Those deaths on Ame, those 2 deaths that is back to back have really hurt him, slowed him down entirely. Now, the race is going to be coming up, but like we said, Gabby already had the hood finished up. They've got a pipe also finished up, and LGD's physical damage is going to be suffering heavily. Where's it going to be coming from? It's going to be all magic damage, and they have the reduction.
There's no way that they could sort of keep up with the pace of the physical damage amping out from the Bristleback Quill Sprays. If Gabby stays alive, even if he dies, yeah, we saw.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Hand of God.
Gabby will get on top of him. They've taken the tier 3 TNC. They're on to the back. PSG have got to do something soon. They will have the Ravage in 10 seconds.
Radiant is finished as well.
Gab charging in. Takes us immediate. Have the damage to follow. Gabby's in. Thank you. Gabby. He killed this Bristol though, Gabby. He's able to just walk away. Surge is there as well for Cuckoo to play it safely. Maybe he's trying to catch TNC. They are ready to turn it. The vacuum jumps in. He's still free to run. Now with the shackle, can they? Continuing to fly out. Gabby charged up once more for Cuckoo. He's running away. The radiant's burning him down. Gabby, has he got any other way to play his way out? I don't know if he has, unless he can juke his way all the way out. He'll go for the TP. Touchy, they found him. FY with the zap. As TNC, they tried their best to push the high ground, but PSG LGD are able to shut them down, push them back. They lose a tier 3 tab, but the 2 racks remain alive.
Look at how much damage Maybe did in that fight. He survived the entire time they're chasing. Sure, the Ravage, the vacuum hits everybody, but Maybe.
Great combo, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, he's in the midst of it, and yeah, there's a hood, there's a pipe, but there's a lot of damage that was still coming out, and that buyback from FY really allows them to be able to push back TNC for the time being. What a close game. That could have even maybe ended the game right there if it goes bad there for LGD, but they're able to hold on. And now they're in, they're still in an okay spot. They're starting to build up the items. Ame queues up that AC. That physical damage, like we're mentioning.
That's going to help a lot as well for it's against the Quill Sprays.
Yeah.
Because yeah, even with that sort of combo, landing the format backwall, it's just very much, other than Armel, damage out from TNC's lineup, it takes time. They need buffs to go on, the crystal sprays to begin to stack up. I'm not sure he can get one target with the disable, but there's a lot, sorry, with just a high amount of physical damage. But the disables that we've seen, as you say, each and every time catching him out, making it for him to out of the fight. So PSG, LGD are able to outnumber TNC back in those sort of situations.
Yeah. Well, does have KV now, so will be a little bit of a different scenario. He's actually able to focus targets without getting controlled. And as smoke comes out, LGD, they've got their Ravage available. They want to try to catch something here. I believe maybe also finished up the Bloodstone after that cut. He's level 18.
Here we go, mate.
Runs into 4.
He is. He's gonna deal. The forward gets back to the front. Armour's able to get the beat. But his way out the circle. Drop down in the midst of it all. AU with a big.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
5 versus 5.
Dire's top